plant, plant, plant. Some plants in the background there, I think. Plants, plant. I will throw another plant up there. Plant. Oh, that's cute. Plant, plant. Maybe some plants there. I just decided that the storyline of this family is that they love plants. Welcome back to my channel, and so today I thought I would try the random number of items challenge. So I've gone ahead and built this shell, and originally I didn't love it, but it's kind of growing on me. So if you don't know what the random number challenge is, basically I'm going to use a random number generator to decide how many items can go in a room. So it's kind of like a minimum number of items as well as the max number of items that I can put in. So we'll just jump right into it. So this is the house I have. It's basically kind of more like a traditional family home. So in the upstairs I have 2 bedrooms, kind of like a hallway. I'm thinking an office space back here and a bathroom. And then down below we have a foyer or formal entry, kind of like a little breakfast nook, kitchen, bathroom, living room, and a formal dining room. And then we'll do the patio outside as well. And if I'm feeling brave, I may do the landscape with this challenge as well. So to get started, I think we're just gonna start kind of walking the front door, and that's the first room we're gonna start with. So I'm gonna start with the foyer here. So we're just gonna jump down to Google and use their random number generator. And as always, if you hear kitty noises in the mic, she's left me alone pretty much all morning. She's been hunting birds in the window, and she's decided she needs love right now as I'm recording, as always. So I've just set my max to 30. I tried this on my own with a max of 50, and pretty much every room had more than 40 items, and it was insane. So I'm just gonna do a max of 30, which some rooms will be challenging even with 30. Alright, so our entryway is going to have 14 items in it. Okay, so what I'm gonna start with is like a little bench of some kind. And I'm kind of trying to go a little like traditional, I guess, with it. And I'm feeling blues. So I'm thinking maybe like a bench there to put your shoes on. I'm not sure where is I'm looking, there we go. Shoe racks. Alright. 2 of those in there. And also do a coat rack wherever that is. I have more things now, so I feel like sometimes I have a hard time finding where things are. I downloaded the Seasons, Parenthood, and Tiny Living packs this week, so slowly expanding my collection. Some kind of nice plant in the entryway. I think that one fits nicely in that corner. Need some kind of things on the wall. Oh, we also could add a rug. Go with that. Got a rug there, and then artwork or wall thing. Maybe like those. Maybe something like that, except not quite so big. And on this wall, I kind of like these farmers market type things, but maybe they would go better in the kitchen area. Oh, I didn't even notice that they added like another box. There's like a box like this that has like a flower in it. This one, I like it, but it's so big and you can't size it down properly because of the mirror in it. I want to use it, but I just never, because it's so big. Maybe like some family photos. Nah, I'm not feeling that one either. If I didn't have a window there, these would work really well. I think we'll do something like that. And then my go-to with this has been shelves. You can add shelves anywhere and throw a whole bunch of stuff on them. So I'm thinking I'll start with like a little plant. And the shelves count as an item as well. So there's also that. And then if we go into clutter, we can add like some photo frames. Alright, so that's our 14 items. So that's not too bad. That's a pretty decent entryway. So next I'm gonna do this little breakfast nook, and I'm also counting this area over here. So it's kind of like the wall space on the stairs, this corner, and this wall if I need the space, because sometimes I get really high numbers for small rooms. So alright, so jumping down to Google 7. So it's 7 items for a breakfast nook, and that's really not bad. I may not need these walls because like a table's gonna use like 4 already. So I'm thinking thinking something a little bit more traditional. I like that. And I should put like a plant in the corner, but I don't get a lot of things because I only have 7 things to put in here. So that's 5 already. And I do feel like we need something on the wall. It's gonna be a really bare wall. You know, we could go ahead and do those, maybe those market pictures that I like. So that's our 7. Not a lot of options in there. I would have liked to maybe add a plant to the table or a rug underneath, but this is what we've got. Okay, and then our kitchen. I'm always afraid of what it's gonna give me for the kitchen, because if you get a really low number, obviously you can't do much in there. So fingers crossed. 17. Okay, that's a good number. This is actually like working out pretty good. So I'm gonna just start with like our basics, so the items that we know we need to have, and then some countertops. What range? It seems so big. I don't even think you can tell that that's in there. Oh well, it's in there, it counts. So I will add a fire alarm, and I usually like to hide it behind the fridge. And I want to add some colors, so I think I'm just gonna add some fun little accents in here. Oh, we need a sink too. There we go. Like a little spice rack and one more item, possibly a rug. Okay, maybe that one. I'm not sold on that one. I don't know, maybe something like that. Okay, so let's do the dining room next. Little formal dining room. 22. Alright, maybe a little high for the size of our room, but it also does give us some more room to decorate where the breakfast nook didn't give us that. So I'm gonna pick a little bit of a fancier table, still traditional style though, and plant, and then some plants in the background there, I think. Maybe something like that. And then, I don't know, one of my new favorite things is these planters. I love these things. I feel like I need to get some for my own house. They're so cute. Alright, and then some artwork. I'm gonna go with like this nice breakfast one. And I think I'm gonna need some shelves in here. Good old trusty shelves. Maybe something like that instead of doing them all across. I don't hate that. So we'll start with the plant. I just decided that the storyline of this family is that they love plants because they are definitely getting an abundance of plants. They're just really easy to fill up space with without taking up a bunch of like floor space. You know, I think we should be able to fit a rug in here. But what kind of rug is always the problem. Yeah, I think I like that one. Okay, again, that is a pretty decent dining room. I actually thought that there would be like way more stuff in there. There doesn't look to be that much stuff. On to the living room. And we got 27. All right, we may be utilizing these shelves again. It shouldn't be too bad because you do tend to have more like furniture in your living room, so that will also help take up some numbers. And I think I want to go somewhat neutral maybe with furniture, and then you can have some more like fun accents. Chair, that wood matches our furniture pretty good. A coffee table in that. Then here we'll have our TV. That's a big TV. Where has that TV been? Have I had this TV? I've had this TV like the whole time. I don't know if I've ever used that TV. Take a look at like statues. I don't tend to use statues a whole lot because so many of these things I want to put on a shelf, and so many of these things will not go on a shelf. So it seems a little silly to me. And then a lamp. I don't actually tend to use floor lamps a whole lot, so this is good. Using some things I don't normally use is always good. And I want something on the wall, so I'm thinking kind of like the big photo collage. So it's kind of like, you know, family vacation memories kind of thing. And then somewhere in here they have like, yeah, like little written words. I don't know, something like that. There's a lot of lights in this room. This is a very well lit living room. I don't know if you've ever like rented somewhere that has like no lights in the living room. We don't have that problem. We have the opposite problem. We have a lot of lights in our room. So maybe a rug, maybe something like that. We're only at 15. We have like 12 more items to put in here. I think maybe on this wall we could do shelves. Also thinking maybe these set up against the bottom, so that's, I don't know, the way they pick what items go on shelves is confusing to me, because there's definitely lots of things that I think should be able to fit on a shelf that will not go on the shelf, and I don't know, it just really, I don't understand it. That's probably one of like my biggest rants with this game. Alright, so our bathroom will have 3 items in it. That's definitely quite different than what I've previously had. I usually have a very high number in this room, and I just usually end up with like a ton of plants in this corner. Even like a 4th item would have been nice to put like a shelving unit or something in here, but no, not so lucky today. That's the saddest little bathroom I've ever seen. Well, moving up, this area, if I get a small number of items, I think I'll split it into 2 as like a hallway and an office, but if I get a large number of items, I will just use it as one room and spread things out. Call that cheating if you will. I'm not. Okay, so our office slash hallway will have 25 items. So yes, I will probably end up just using the whole room. All right, so I think I'm gonna start with a desk there. I'm thinking some kind of bookshelf, maybe that one there. Console table here. I kind of like the idea of the little painter's corner, because for the longest time I totally forgot that you could search for things. Like, this has just made my life so much easier. And for sure I want shelves, just to throw some like artistic stuff up there. And I like to use these bottles here too, because they've got a couple different colorings and they kind of look like paint bottles to me. Like, you could get away with using these as paint bottles, so that's what I do. And I will throw another plant up there. Above the stairs is such a big space, so I kind of like the idea of throwing something like this up there. And I guess in like my head, you can be like, oh, your sim painted that. Maybe throw something like that. And I think above the console table, we'll go with a mirror. Yeah, we'll go with that one. And then there is this little Katrina doll, because it actually makes me think of when my fiance and I went to Mexico, because we have some little dolls like that we picked up. I also discovered that you can put these little gnomes on the table. It seems very random to me that you can put gnomes, but not so many other things. So I'm gonna throw a gnome up there. Do like a little runner, and I want something on the wall. Okay, let's do the bathroom next. So our bathroom will have 13 items. That's a lot better than 3. Okay, starting with our essentials. So the layout for this is a little bit weird. It's just because I have the windows in the corner here. I think I'm gonna go for gray. I chose blue for the walls. I am putting in this corner. I don't actually know if that's functional. So download this house, you may have to fix that. And toilet there. And we will just put a laundry basket in there, and I think like a little bathroom rug. Yeah, I like that one in there. Some towels. So I'll do a hand towel here. Then I usually try and have like actual towels by the shower, but we'll put them across the room this time. As always, I feel like we need some kind of plant in here. So maybe something like that. Little one here. Oh, I like that little one. Okay. I think I'm gonna get rid of that because they have the towels on the shower just for like aesthetic purposes. Do something like this. Maybe I'll move them over here because I don't have enough left to do something on the walls, so I guess our bathrobes are kind of like our wall decor. Well, that's not bad. I've done nicer, but that's not bad. Alright, so for the master bedroom, we've got 26. Alright, so we'll start with the bed, and I want this one, but not this bedding. I just find these days you have to pull it into the room so that you can actually see what you're working with, since you can't do separate headboards and bedding. So I think I'm gonna go with this dark gray. Okay, and then we'll do a mirror above the dresser. I think I kind of like this blue one bedside lights. And I think the rest of it's just decor. So I am going to put like a hamper over there. And I was thinking maybe like a full-length mirror in this corner. I like the look of that. And do some clutter on the dresser. Family photos. And then once again, I think I'm gonna do a shelf. Maybe. No, I think I'm gonna take these two lights out and I'm gonna put wall lights up, kind of like that. And then we can utilize the space on the nightstands. And I guess maybe here we could do some shelves. Okay, that's our 26. So again, not bad. I just, with clutter, I find you end up using the same things over and over again because there's only so many things you can put on shelves, on tables, on nightstands, dressers. Like there's so many things that just want to sit on the floor, or like they have to be on a countertop, but they won't work on a nightstand, which doesn't make sense to me, but I'm not a game developer, so I don't understand the logistics of how that works. I just know that it's very frustrating for me on the outside. So next is the kids' room. 27. Okay, so we've got 27 items going in this kids' room. I mean, it works. Kids have a lot of stuff. In my head, I think it is a girls' room. And put a desk in here. I think we need some kind of like shelving unit there. I love this unicorn, not gonna lie. I don't know, I kind of feel like this kid is going between like junior high, so kind of like I feel like we can kind of get away with having some kids toys as well as some older stuff. I love all the little like cluttery things that they have for like kids. They're just adorable. I think, you know, throw like a little iPad in there. Oh, there's like a little journal. I've never seen this before. A lamp. This one. Some book. Some nail polish. Makeup. Maybe something like that. Some little toys. It could be like all the little things that go in the dollhouse or something like that. A little doctor set. Oh, that one's cute. Well, I do want a mirror above the dresser, and I think I'll go with green. It kind of matches the knobs on the dresser. And then I'm thinking a corkboard above the desk, and then maybe some like posters. I like those ones. You can throw this one up there. And then I feel like we need something here. Ooh, is this like little art doodles? Oh, that's cute. Let's do that. Then, there we go. Throw a little llama up there. That is a pretty stuffed kid's room. And I think it's super cute. So then we just have the patio. And I thought that over here could be like a cute little seating area, table, barbecue, that kind of thing. But obviously that depends on what number we get. 8. A pretty big patio for only 8 items. Alright, so let's see what we can do with this. So, I do want a barbecue. I know that much. And then, yeah, originally I thought like a cute little sitting area. I'll start with a patio table. Alright, so that brings us to 6 already. Oh, chair there. And then what do we have for like plants that we could put out here? This is too bad because I think this could be like super cute out here, and now it's so boring. Oh, I'm so sad that the one that I recorded yesterday, I don't know, at some point the file corrupted while I was recording it, and if you're seeing this version of it, then I did not figure out how to uncorrupt the file so that I could use it. But it's such a cute patio, like little sitting area and a plant wall, and I don't know, it was just so cute. I got to put so much more stuff into the house, so it was much cuter than this, but that's what we've got. And then I think I'm gonna go ahead and do the landscape. So we'll draw a number for landscaping. So for landscaping, we've got 16. That's not bad. I think I got way less than that last time. So for landscaping, I'll do a tree there. And I see people use these like window boxes all the time, and I've never used them, and I do think that they're pretty cute. So let's go ahead and use those. And then I'm going to use like terrain paint for front here, so I'm not going to count it as an item. And then let's do terrain paint around here, and then we can put maybe some plants there. And I'm thinking maybe something here. Alright, so let's check out bushes. And then we can pull in daisies that we have in our flower boxes. I don't know, I kind of like this like daisy look we have going on. And then we could incorporate some of these that we put in our bushes. I didn't really worry about doing anything in the back because then that gives you some room to landscape back however you want. If you want to add some kids play stuff, that kind of thing. Yeah, that is it. I think we did pretty good. We didn't get too many like super crazy numbers except for this poor bathroom that only has 3 items. Yeah, so I think it worked out pretty well, and I've actually grown to like love this house, even though I didn't like it in the beginning. But yeah, if you guys want to download the house, it will be on the gallery. Origin ID is listed below. And if you guys take this house and do your own random number challenge, make sure to put my tag of AtomicSparklez90 in your description, and maybe one of these days I'll do a search and see if anyone's taken any of the houses that I've done and done something different with them and uploaded them. And do a video on that. And yeah, if there's any other challenge you want to see or you want to see something like this, let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one.